A steady presence in Naperville Central athletics for the better part of 2 decades, Mike Stine is on the home stretch of his career, retiring at year's end as the Redhawk football and track and field coach. With that in mind, he's the subject of our feature, brought to you by Patrick Cotto and presented by Edward Medical Group.
This has been home, for me. This has been a place. I haven't taught here for 2 years, but I still spend close to 6 hours here every day. I love this place. I love Naperville Central. I'm gonna miss the friendships. That's what I'm gonna miss.
On Friday, April 23rd, 2021, Naperville Central head football coach Mike Stine gave the Redhawks his final pregame speech before a season finale matchup against Maine South. Due to the increase of COVID-19 cases in Illinois, the IHSA pushed football to the spring, allowing only 6 weeks of competition and no state playoffs. Despite the big adjustments, Stine still approached the spring like any other football season.
It felt normal. In fact, for a lot of us, it felt like it was the fall. You had to kind of look at the calendar and say, what month are we in? But again, football coaches, like most sports, are very routine oriented. So once we get into the grind of football, it took us right back to what we are used to normally doing.
Stine began his coaching journey with the Redhawks in 1986 as an assistant after spending 2 years as an assistant coach with Naperville North and Benedictine University. As an assistant, Central finished as the state runner-up in 1995 and 2001 while winning the state championship with an undefeated season in 1999. In 2006, the time came for Stine to take the head coaching position following the retirement of legendary head coach Joe Bungie. However, Stine's tenure as head coach did not get off to the greatest start. The Redhawks began 2006 with an 0-3 record, although the team managed to win 8 straight games before falling to powerhouse Mount Carmel in the state quarterfinals. From that point on, Stine and his Redhawk teams were a consistent presence in the state tournament, making the playoffs in 11 of his 15 seasons, including 6 appearances in the quarterfinals, 2 state semifinal appearances, and of course, the state championship victory over Loyola in 2013. While having great success on the gridiron, many of his former players like Bobby McMillan and Jake Colby always looked up to their coach as a role model.
He's a guy who loves to put in the time and effort to make this thing great, and he has made Central football a great thing. I'm forever grateful to have played for him and have gotten these 2 years to coach under him and learn from him. And he's just so good at what he does, and Central football is forever going to be better because he was a part of it.
Coach Stine, you could just see as a natural leader, and is a natural leader of young men that has the ability to bring a group of guys that don't really know each other, that grew up together, or whatever it is, and bring them together for one common goal, and that's to be as successful of a football program as you can at Naperville Central. Coach, I really appreciate the 4 years that we spent together at Naperville Central. Like I said, your time's coming to an end there. I wish it wasn't, because now I don't really know who I'm going to look back on and keep track on for the good old Redhawks. But like I said, thank you for your time. You've done so many great things for that program, not only football-wise, but also as a school.
Football was not the only sport where Stine showed his coaching acumen. He was also the head coach of the girls' track team during his time at Naperville Central, taking the role from George Sear after the program was in serious jeopardy of being dropped altogether. At first, one staff coached the boys and girls' track teams, but later on, the girls' team was able to add in more coaches to give the girls the instruction they needed to succeed. Before hanging up the track whistle in 2019, Stine had the privilege to coach many great athletes, including Amanda Fox, Tina Norris, and 3-time state champion Casey Short. So, why football and girls track out of all sports? His dad, Everett Stine, also coached football and girls track during his time at Byron High School. Ever since stepping into the coaching boat, Stine used his dad for inspiration.
He's the mountain I'm climbing, and we've had some parallels in our coaching career. He's my role model. He's my rock. He's when I grow up, I want to be my dad. That's what I've said since I was 5 years old, and I'm still trying to grow up and be my dad.
Fast forward to his final game as a head coach, and it turned into a night he will never forget. Naperville Central took a 31-24 lead after a Jaden McGill touchdown plunge, but the Maine South Hawks responded with a wild last-minute touchdown of their own. Maine South just needed an extra point to tie, but Shane Roth burst through the line and blocked the PAT to seal the 31-30 victory for the Red and White. After a thrilling win to end the 2021 spring season, Coach Stine ends his coaching career with over 100 wins. While all good things come to an end, this will be a journey that neither the veteran coach nor the thousands of athletes he inspired will ever forget.
It feels like it's 4 lifetimes, right? Because we all have things that go on in our lives at different chapters of our life. And, you know, and I'm no different than a lot of other people. You know, we all have different chapters. So, you know, it's gone by in a blink, but it's also, when I slow it down in my mind, it's been a fantastic, wonderful journey.
Reporting for Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Patrick Cotto.